The Chit Chat Show. Chit Chat Show. Chit and chat like there's no tomorrow. I'm your host, Favorite Flav. What's up? I'm yapping, no capping, that's real. Tune in, settle in, let's grill. Chit Chatters, yeah, that's you. Hi everybody, welcome to the Chit Chat Show, where Chit Chat like there's no tomorrow. I'm your host, Favorite Flav, if you don't know already. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. And welcome to another episode of the This Is series, where I get to interview creatives here in Maine and hopefully outside of Maine. And with this series, the reason for this is usually when we see creators create, or when we see everything we see on social media, it's really just the final products of things. We never really see the process of things or the behind the scenes or anything like that. We never really get to know the people creating what it is that they're creating. We never really get to know why they're doing what they're doing. And this is the space where we can have that type of conversation as to why they're doing what they're doing. Who are they? Why should we even continue to support? Why should we support? And honestly, you should support regardless. But it's really get a way to get to see them in a different light. Get to really know who they are. Get to connect with them. Get to know their challenges. Get to know what they face, what it is they're facing, and if you're someone who is looking to start something, this might be educational for you, this might be motivating for you. And even if you're someone who already is in the process of doing things, who is constantly doing things, this can also inspire you and bring you new ideas and things like that. And this is something that you may or may not be able to relate to, but if you can't relate, you probably know someone who can relate to as well. But yeah, so welcome to the This Is series, and yeah, let's get started. So Today, I am joined by a remarkable guest. I am joined by Yusra Idow, a Portland-based makeup artist and founder of Beat by Yusra. Yusra's work is more than makeup, it's empowerment, and today I have the opportunity to interview her on her background, journey, and more. So ladies and gentlemen, this is Beat by Yusra. Cool. So, and before I even get started, I want to take a moment to thank you for coming on, for joining me today. And I also want to congratulate you for your 5-year anniversary since you've started. So yeah, and let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So my name's Yusra. As you said, thank you for having me.
Of course, thank you for being here.
I was born and raised in Portland. My family's originally from Somalia. And yeah, I've lived here my whole life. I'm a Mainer.
And I learned that you started your company. You started Beat by Yusra at 16. That's very bold of you, girl.
Yes, girl.
So what inspired you to take a leap at such a young age? While juggling school, work, and all that.
So growing up in Portland, Maine, there wasn't many Black-owned salons or anywhere for people of color, Muslim people to go and get their makeup done. And as someone who grew up watching my mom go to weddings, parties, African people, it's always a function to go to. And having to see her struggle to get ready, or even have to go to MAC and Sephora to get her makeup done. But obviously, since she's Muslim, she can't unwrap her headscarf or be revealing in these public areas where there's men walking around. It was hard for her. I watched my mom have to figure out how to do her makeup on her own at home and help her friends and all this and that. And it was I seen my mom learning how to do her makeup on her own, and it was I had to pick up and figure out how to do these things to help color match her correctly. And yeah, I think just seeing the lack of okay, you know what, everybody has the ability to go to these places and get their makeup done, but my people are left out, made me think, okay, what could I do? Since I have the skill, and I know I have the skill, and I know that I can do it, what can I do to help my community? And That's the main reason I started.
Period. Cool. Thanks for sharing that. So would you say like your clientele when you started was mainly just for like the Muslim community?
Actually, no. My first client was not a Muslim. It was actually a stranger, someone that I didn't even know, who found me on Instagram. She's still a loyal client to this day. I see her at least like 3 times a month. But it was originally for the elder people in my community. Like when I decided to actually start my business, it was through me doing makeup for one of my friends who was having a birthday party. And it was like I did her makeup just to do it as like, oh, this is my friend, so I'm going to help her out. And everybody like loved it, and everybody was like, oh my god, like you should do this, like you should do this for other people, like I want you to do my makeup for my birthday, I want you to do. And so I went home later that night and I was like, you know what, like I've always thought of this. And when I originally thought of it, I thought of it for like my mom, her friends, and I realized like my own friends need this help. Like when we were in high school, everybody was learning how to use makeup. Like it was LA Pro Girl days, like you know, like, and everyone was using the shade Fawn or Mac 3, what was it, whatever. But
everybody using the same color.
Exactly. And so it was like, okay, you know what, like I have been watching these YouTube videos, I've been doing this for my mom and my family and like my mom and her friends for so long, so why not just start a business and make some money off of it?
Okay, period. So like what were those early days like for you? What did they teach you about yourself and your craft?
It taught me how resilient I am and how much if I put my mind to something, I'll definitely do it. It was hard. Like when I first started, I didn't have the funds to actually do this. I was working at Marshall's. I didn't really have like obviously my family supported me, but it was like they just were like, okay, you know what, focus on school. Like my mom's main thing was like, focus on school, get your education, don't focus too much on this business. But I knew like, okay, like right now it's something small to everybody because you guys haven't seen me do it yet, but like I knew it was something that was going to bring profit to me eventually in the future, whether it's just like I'm getting $35 off of a look right now, eventually this is all going to be worth it. So I invested all the money that I had into it, and I made sure that I showed up every day, even after school. Like there was times where, and I was in high school, so I was learning how to drive, and my best friend would pick me up, take me to my appointments, sometimes at like 5 a.m. Like the help of my best friend and my sister was honestly what helped me get to the place I am today.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to them.
So, you said like when you started, you started with like your friend's birthday, and then they're like, okay, like I need my dime. You definitely should get into this. But like, when was that like definite moment when you realized like, this is what I'm meant to do?
It's crazy because it was literally that, like the night after her birthday party when I came home, I sat down and I was like, you know what, like what is stopping me? Because it's something that I thought about for a very long time. But what was stopping me was we didn't have anybody doing it in Portland. And I feel like people, it was more so the fear of like, okay, who's gonna support me? People are gonna look at me crazy like, oh, like what are you doing? Like how you're in high school, why are you starting a business? But it was like when I came home that night, I was like, you know what, this is something that I want to do, and I'm the type of person, if I want to do something, I'm gonna follow through with it regardless of what anybody tells me. If I feel like I know this is gonna be successful, then I'm gonna do it. And that's what I did. I made the logo that night. I made the Instagram account. I didn't follow nobody or like put it out there yet, but like I just made it, and I was like, you know what, let me just make all this stuff and I'll figure it all out in the morning when I wake up. And I woke up in the morning and just a bunch of people following me. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect for you guys to see this, but
like you set your mind into it, you started it, doesn't matter how long you stayed up at night, and just, that's awesome, I get that. And you mentioned your mom being a big influence. How did her style and presence shape your love for beauty?
My mom is the it girl. Like my mom,
Period.
She don't leave the house looking a mess. Like even if she's going to the corner store, my mom's gonna dress up. She's gonna put on her best outfit, match her clothes to her look, like smell good, look good all the time. And growing up, like I would always, like when I was younger, my mom was really like, no, put the makeup down, like you don't need this, don't touch this, don't touch this. So growing up and like watching my mom dress up and do her makeup and put on her lipstick to match her clothes and everything, it always inspired me to like be very feminine and to dress to impress and to impress myself. Like my mom dresses up for herself. Like, she wants to look good because she feels good when she looks good. And it inspired me. Like, growing up, like, I was like, you know what, I can't wait till I grow up so I can dress like mom, so I could put on a lipstick to match my clothes and, you know, like, look good all the time. And it definitely inspired me to get into beauty, to take care of myself, self-care, and all that.
Girl, it's starting to inspire me too. Shoot, hey. Okay, so you've touched a bit about like your support system. You know, your sister, your best friend, your mom, your family. You know, so like out of those people or whoever else that you have around you, your team, your clients, how do they help you to stay grounded and focused?
So with Be By Yusra, it's a very strong community. My clients are basically family. Like, my clients, even the first ones that I meet for the first time, they come back and it's like I've known them my entire life. Like, I make sure that they come in there and we click and they could talk about whatever they want to talk about. This could be a therapy session for them. But it's also therapy for me. Like, doing makeup is very therapeutic for me, whether it's doing it on myself or doing it for someone else. And hearing them out, listening to their problems, you know, talking through things with them. It's very therapeutic for me. So knowing that I can show up and make somebody feel beautiful, make someone feel better about themselves, and help them with the things that they're going through in life makes me want to keep going and do these things constantly. So that's what helps me show up every day and do what I gotta do.
Girl, you're just covering all the questions I got for you right now. Doing makeup is like therapy for you. Would you say like that's also the type of feeling you would want your clients to feel once they're on that chair?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I want them to, like, the setup of my room is like, you come in here, it's cozy. Like, you're gonna feel comfortable, you're gonna feel cozy. Come in, sit in this chair, and leave everything else outside of this room. Like, come in here, and if you want to talk about the things that's going on in your life, this is a place for you to do that. Like, I make sure that my clients know that, like, this is a community. I'm here for you. Like, it's not just about your makeup, but you can sit here. We can have a silent service. Like, you don't have to talk at all. If you feel like, oh, today's the day where I just need to sit here and have this moment to get my makeup done and feel good, then we can do that. But if you feel like you want to sit here and you want to talk about everything that's going on, we can talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
and we be talking about it.
So, like, what does that kind of connection mean to you?
It means a lot to me. I've built some strong friendships through makeup. Like, some of my closest friends I've met through my business, and it means a lot because I've been invited to their weddings. I've been invited to their baby showers. Like, I'm like a part of a lot of people's lives through my business. Like, and I've built some strong connections that I value a lot, and I think I think that space gave them like a room to feel comfortable and come back. And like, I have clients who I don't see for months, but they come back and they're like, I have to tell. Like, over this weekend I had a client who came back and she was like, yo, I haven't seen you in like a year. I have so much to tell you and catch up on. And it's like, and we do that sometimes. Like, I have, like, even if I don't have a client after, like, I take some extra time to sit there, talk with them. We can catch up, tell me what's going on. Like,
like that long distance bestie that nobody is
literally
seeing.
It's like, dang, I ain't seen you so long.
Like, what's tea?
Literally, tell me what's going on.
Okay, so let's talk about your artistry. You know what I mean? So, like, do you have a favorite look at the moment, like that? You know, that maybe like is powerful, personal. Like, what's your favorite look? Like, your favorite to-go look?
For myself or for my clients?
For yourself.
Lately I'm very much into the natural, not doing like very light,
soft glam.
For myself. Like, and I used to love, like, before I started makeup, I used to love dramatic makeup. Like, I would be waking up at 6 a.m. before school to put on my 25mm lashes, filling in my brows. Like, I used to do the most. But like, and I love that. At that time, it was like that's how I expressed myself. But now it's like I'm more into the soft, just, you know, nice little concealer and some blush.
Yeah, you know,
a little one too. That's all.
So, like, what would be your favorite look to create for a client?
You know, I think it definitely depends on everyone's face. I have clients who come in and they're like, okay, I don't even know what I want. I don't know what I would look good in. Go ahead and do whatever you want on my face. And it's like there's some people who I could look at and I'm like, okay, you know what, you would eat with this look, so I'm gonna do this. And that's a dramatic look. You have, like, I feel like you have the features that would look really nice with this, and I'll do that. But yeah, I think it definitely depends on the person. But I think a lot of my clients are more into the soft now. Everybody's into that soft
That's
look.
true.
Right
Like, I want to still look like me, you know?
No one really likes dramatic as much as they used to. Like, back in the day, I was doing a lot of dramatic looks.
Yeah.
But now it's more like soft looks.
Yeah. But also maybe it depends on, like, the outfit they're maybe going for, what type of event,
like what are they
maybe
doing?
going for, you know what I mean? But honestly, I'm a soft look kind of girl, too. Like, I don't know. I can't do, like, outside of that look. Like,
that's fair.
Okay, so how do you balance your creativity with your clients' expectation, especially when like they come like unsure of what they want?
So I always show them pictures. I give them options. I show them pictures of looks that I've done, of other looks, of looks that I think would look good on their face or their features. And then I ask them what they're wearing. Like you said, like I always ask them, what are you wearing? What colors are you wearing? What's the event? Do you want it to be dramatic? Do you want it to be soft? Do you want a naked look? Very much like a naked look is like very skin-like. Do you want to be dewy? Do you want to be matte? So like I break everything down for them to make it more easier, because instead of just saying like, do you want to look dramatic or do you want to look natural? Like it's just, I break it down so that they know everything, like and they can create the look that they want. So yeah.
So like a Chipotle menu. You
want this, like what do you want?
Okay.
Do you want some beans? Do you want some brown rice? Like what do you want?
Okay, period. Okay, so what's your favorite brand right now? Like put us on. Like your favorite makeup brand right now.
I'm a diehard Huda Beauty babe. Okay. I love me some Huda Beauty. I definitely like the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm
I love
as well.
Danessa.
Yeah, I love it. I also, what else do I love? Okay, let's do some affordable ones too.
That's real.
I'm all for saving money, so I love the NYX.
Okay.
The blush, the powder, the butter. The name is it's, I forget what it's called. It's like butter something. Yeah,
it's butter something. If you just type in butter something, you probably find it.
And then what else? Let's do another affordable one since I gave you guys two.
I mean, honestly, the Danessa Myricks is kind of affordable. It's like $30-something.
It's not too much. You're not gonna break the bank. And Huda Beauty too. It's like, and it's for a good cause.
Yeah, so depending like what it is you're getting. Obviously, if you get a foundation, like concealer,
and sometimes you just need to invest in yourself.
That's so true.
Invest in your look, babe.
That's so true.
But
okay, so outside of like doing makeup, what are some other things you like to do?
Some of the things that I like to do outside of makeup. Okay, I recently just picked up. I don't know how to swim.
Okay.
So
I don't either. So.
So I recently just picked up a hobby. I swim every Sunday now.
Okay. So. How's that going?
It's going, girl. I'm learning how to swim.
Okay.
I just jumped in the deep end.
Okay.
So I'm almost there. I'm about to be swimming.
Girl, I'm still in the beginning stages, and I don't know if I'm going to learn it.
No, we got to learn how to swim.
That's
okay.
so real. She said break the stereotype.
Yes, we're breaking them one by one.
Okay, so what are some of the biggest challenge that you faced like earlier on?
In the beginning of my, I would say definitely. I would say support. I feel like it was very confusing for people. Like, it was like, oh my God, what are you doing? When I started doing makeup, like, there wasn't many service providers in Maine. Like, there was, like, I think there was, like, one other girl at my school who was a service provider. But it was very, like, it just, people couldn't wrap their mind around it. And, like, hair, like, that's something, like, a lot of people were doing. So it was, like, that was understandable because everybody needs their hair done. But makeup, no one's ever heard of a makeup artist in Portland. Like, everybody was like, okay, what are you doing? I think so. I would say support. Like, people were confused. But then after a while, I would definitely had a lot of support from the community. Eventually, it started to fade. And I had to find my own little... group of people. But I think like the people who showed love, and whoever didn't.
Do you think like you being 16 at the time played a role of you getting like lack of support because people were like, oh, you're too young for this?
Definitely. And I think it was from like the older people the older people in my community who like I've known. It was like, oh, like I've known this girl my whole life, she's not about to touch my face. And there is a lot of situations where that has happened, where I've seen people go get their makeup done elsewhere because they like go to Sephora or go to Ulta to get their makeup done because they felt like, oh, I'm not gonna let this person who I've known for their whole life, like, play in my face, at least is what they thought. They've had some questionable experiences, but it's like you could have just, you know,
right.
But all right,
I wouldn't have charged you that much either, like, you know.
But yeah.
So, like, how did you, like, push through those challenges? You know, like, how did you push that? Like, because obviously, like, it could be very discouraging, you know, especially when it's like people that you do know for a minute. It's like, oh, like, you would have thought those are the people that would want to support you because, you know, you've known them for a good amount of time. You know what I mean? So, like, how are you able to, like, push through those discouragement?
I would say, I mean, like, obviously it did discourage me at some points. It was like, okay, like, this is crazy. If it was the other way around, I would love to support my people, you know? But I think I was very confident in my ability to do makeup and run my business. Like, I knew, regardless of who supported me, I had strangers supporting me. I had people who were traveling from New Hampshire. I had people traveling from other cities. Like, I had people coming from a long way, you know? So it was like, it didn't discourage me too much to the point where it was like, okay, you know what? It was like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm capable of. And if whether you support me, whether you choose to support me or not, it doesn't affect what I'm going to do. Yeah. So, they came back around. They came back around to support, but it was like, you just didn't want to support in the beginning. But it's cool, you know, no hard feelings. I never take it too personal.
For sure. Yeah. So, like, what would you say, like, are some struggles or challenges that you face now as someone who is more established in their art and entrepreneurship?
I mean, the main struggles I'm facing right now is being in school and working and trying to juggle running a business as well as doing these things, as well as pursuing the stuff that I want to pursue for my own future. But other than that, I don't think there is really any other barriers that I'm experiencing.
What are you studying in school?
Sociology.
Sociology.
Yes.
Okay, and is that something that you'd want to go after in the future? Like, would that be something you would say, like, you would have to pick over your business?
So I'm currently in the battle of picking and choosing.
Okay.
So I am looking to get I'm graduating this year, May 2026. So thank you, Queen. So I am, I'm hoping to go back and get my master's because I do want to be a social worker. My main thing has always been, like, I've always wanted to be of help to the community, and whether that was through makeup or whether it is through doing social work or, you know, like, or all the jobs that I've had previously working with people in my community. I just want to be able to give back to my people and help my people. And so I don't think I'll ever completely quit makeup. I think it'll always be something that I'm going to do because I love it, and it's my passion, and it's what is comforting to me. And I've built, like, such a strong, like, community that I feel like I can't just abandon them. Yeah. So I'm not gonna abandon them.
I mean, do you think that you're going after social work? Do you think that's also, like, there's a way for you to tie both of those together to make it work?
Like, come get a service and then
like, instead of, like, picking one or the other, you know, putting more time into one than the other, because it's gonna, I feel like regardless of which way it is, it's like one is gonna take more time than the other, you know. And obviously, like, it'll be good for everybody to go after their passion if they do know their passion, and not a lot of people know their passion, you know. So would you think, like, there'll be a way for you to, like, figure out how to make both of those work, like combine both of them?
I don't know, that would be amazing if you could think of something like that, because that sounds amazing. But I mean, I would love to combine both of them because they're two things that I'm very passionate about. But I mean, like, I also feel like I've done makeup for such a long time. I feel like me taking a little bit of a break wouldn't really harm nobody. It'll never be a full break, because even when I try to take a break, like, I'm dragged back in by somebody. Like,
yeah, so that's so rough.
Like, right now I've been trying to take a break this entire year, but it's like I'm still at the studio doing makeup every weekend.
There's no such thing as retirement.
No, you can't retire.
Okay, What's something you've learned about resilience? I know you touched about this like earlier on, when you said like you've learned like a bunch about yourself, but what's something that you've learned about your resilience and about yourself throughout this journey from the beginning till now, and something that you're even still learning currently?
To when I'm stressed and I got all this stuff going on with school, work, and everything, to just keep going. Like I'm very like, especially with the business, running the business and doing everything else, juggling everything else in my own life.
Yeah.
Like I value rest a lot. I do take time to take care of myself when I have to. And sometimes that's even taking a break from makeup. Like sometimes it's even, like just bed rotting because I have to. Like rest is very important. And yeah, I've realized I'm definitely more in tune with what I need. Like, okay, I know when I need to take a break and I know when I need to step away, but I also know when I need to come and put my all into it and leave everything else at the door.
Yeah. I know, like, as Black women, right, there's not really that much representation of us, especially when it comes to products. Well, I would say, like, now there's a bit of a change now, there's more, there's Rihanna having her own, like, a Fenty collection, there's Vanessa, there's, like, more Black women entering the makeup industry to get to pertain to like what we need and things like that. Would you say like, well, I would say like for you, since like obviously they've already started that, what would like real change really look like to you?
A real change would look like walking into Sephora and seeing more Black people on the walls, and like like not just seeing fair skin, lighter skinned, like more Eurocentric European features.
Yeah.
Like seeing Black people with African people, Black people, Muslim people, on these billboards or like on these products, and modeling these products. Is what I feel like real change would look like. Not just, like using the lighter people, or I feel like, and not just having it from Rihanna and all these Black businesses, or brands, but from everyone.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I just thought up like, cause I know you like your mom always used to go to Sephora, but she can't really like take her job off to get like the whole face that she really needs. You know what I mean? It'd be pretty cool. Like there's dressing rooms and like stores, and it's like personal. Yeah, it'd be cool if they were to do something like that.
Just have a little corner, for, like,
where it's like closed up and things like that.
That's the thing. It's not catered to us though. Like nobody's like, they're not thinking of these things because it's not for us.
Well, and y'all just got an idea because that could go far.
That's some good money.
I'm saying. Okay, so what does it mean to you to be a role model to young Black Muslim girls watching you and your journey?
What does it mean to be a role model?
Yeah, like what would that mean to you? Like,
That means a lot. I would love to be a role model.
You probably are though. You probably wouldn't.
I've had some people tell me that. It always warms my heart because it's like, dang, like I would have never thought that I would be a role model to them. But I hope that that's what I am to them, because I want to be able to showcase that you could do whatever you put your mind to. If you feel like this is something that I want to do, no one else is doing it, it's okay. Get up and do it, because at the end of the day, your passion and what you want to do is more important than how people are going to look at you or what people are going to think of you.
Definitely.
So I'd love to be a role model to them.
Right now you're becoming my role model. So. So what does true representation of beauty looks like to you?
Just whatever beauty means to you, because what beauty means to me might not mean the same thing to you. Everyone has their own definition of beauty. However you feel beautiful, and whether that's wearing makeup, not wearing makeup, bare face, just a slap of Vaseline rather than a whole entire 12-step skincare, that's beauty to you. That's beauty to you. Like whatever you feel beautiful in, however you feel beautiful, show up in that. Yeah. In that way.
And you also described that, makeup is a form of therapy to you, and for yourself and your clients. Can you share more about like that emotional connection?
We've had some crazy emotional roller coasters up in that room. Like there's people who will come in and are having the best day of their life, and it's their wedding day, and they're so happy, and they're telling me why they're so happy to be married, and you know, like, start this new chapter of their life. So, and then there's also people who come in and they're getting ready for their birthday, but they're also having the worst day of their life right now. And it's like, no matter what's going on in people's lives, they always have something going on that you might not know about. And so just being there and allowing it to be a space for them to let me in on whatever they want to let me in on, and for me to help in whatever way that I can help, it's amazing. I've had people sit there and cry in the middle of me doing their makeup, and we had to fix it. And I've had people be so happy and just like, oh my God, I felt so like, and will tell me at the end of their look like, oh, I felt so like down before I came in here, and like now I feel so much better.
Yeah.
So it's
I
nice.
mean, that sometimes that is like a lot to carry, because you have like a lot of people pouring into you, you know, especially if like you have your own stuff going on and things like that. So like, how do you protect your peace and energy when it comes to that?
You know, in the beginning, I was very like, I didn't have an outlet of like, how do I protect my peace, and hearing all these things that may be harmful to my own energy. I didn't really, because in the beginning I was more so like, oh my God, any way that I can help anybody makes me feel good because I'm helping someone. But as I've gotten older and things have gotten heavier and heavier, I've started to realize like sometimes I just have to take these breaks. Like there's some weeks where I'm just not gonna pick up the phone and not gonna respond to these messages. I'm gonna let everyone know I'm really taking a break. Like, I need this time. Please just don't beg me, because I really need this time. And sometimes I just have to take my time to myself to rest and to just, you know, like sit and just be calm and, you know, like let go of everything, all the weight that's been put on from the weeks of work and conversations I've had with so many people. But
taking breaks to, you know, regain
taking
your
breaks,
strength again.
praying, you know. So
what like keeps you inspired, especially on those hard days, to like keep pushing?
I would say the support and the love that I get from everyone, that keeps me to keep going. Plus, just knowing like I started this myself with the help of no one. I mean, like, obviously I had support from my family and my loved ones, but like I started this on my own. This is something that I decided I wanted to do, and I did it. And it's like, this is all I've ever dreamed of. Like, being like, little me would be doing a backflip right now, excited. So it's like, that's what I think of. Like, every time I think about giving up, it's like, this is all I've ever wanted growing up.
So looking ahead, what are your hopes for Beat by Yusra?
My hopes for Beat by Yusra is to just keep doing what I'm doing, you know, keep giving back to my people, keep supporting my community and my clients and all the new clients and everyone that comes into my room, and just continuing to put a smile on people's faces.
So for young creatives that are looking to start out, you know, maybe going into makeup or going into anything like creativity wise, what is a piece of advice you would give them that you wish someone would have given you at the very beginning?
I would say take your time, you know, like focus on your goal, what you want to do. And when I say like what you want to do, like don't worry about people telling you, oh, this isn't gonna work out how you think it's gonna work out. People won't support you. If you believe in yourself enough, you'll get to where you need to get to. You have to support yourself and be frontline, you know, promoting yourself. Post 1,000. I don't care how many times you post, and I don't care if you get 2 likes on these posts, but make sure you keep posting. Do everything that you want to do. You know, put that content out, and just never let up.
That's real. So, why Beat by Yusra? Why did you decide to call it that? You know, like Beat by Yusra.
You know, originally, you know, I don't even think a lot of people know about this. It was originally supposed to be Malab Cosmetics.
Okay.
Malab means honey in Somali.
Okay.
But then I was like, I don't know, like it didn't look. Like, when I put it on the logo, I was like, I don't really like how this looks. And so I was like, okay, what could I name it? And I didn't want it to be like, you know, like there's a lot of makeup artists had similar names. I wanted it to be different. I didn't want it to be too similar to everyone else's name. And so I was thinking, and I was like, okay, you know what? Like, because people always say, like, oh, I'm about to go beat my face. Like, let me go beat my face. And I need to go beat my face. So I was like, you know what? And it's like, that was something that I would always say. So I was like, you know what? Beat by Yusra makes so much sense.
Hey, that's the way it works, you know?
BBY.
Okay, cool. Do you have any final words you would like to say to your audience, to the people watching? Like,
thank you guys for having me. I appreciate being on here. And yes, like I said, chase your dreams, do everything that you want to do. If you want to do a million things at once, do those million things at once. Believe in yourself, and you'll make it.
Yeah, period. Well, thank you for tuning in.
Thank
you, Yusra, for coming and for hopping on my podcast. Y'all, this is Beat by Yusra, but you know she's not just a makeup artist. She is more than that. Thank you for sharing your story, your artistry, and your heart. You know, this is a movement, you know, a movement of beauty, confidence, you know what I mean? Whatever that means to you. So I am so honored to have you on the show. I can't wait to see what's next for you moving forward. Whether it's Beat by Yusra, whether it's you with your degree, whatever it is, you know what I mean? I definitely can't wait for that. Yeah, so y'all, you know, if you need your face beat, it'll Beat by Yusra. So thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification, share, send it to somebody, you know what I mean? And yeah, so thank y'all.
Thank you.
Bye. Chit Chat Show. Welcome to the Chit Chat. Chit Chat Show. Chit and chat like there's no tomorrow.